Okay, folks, welcome to a 8 and 16-bit face-off kerfuffle. It's been a while. Today's game is Slayer, a budget release by Hewson under their Racket label. Now, I think it originally came out on the Commodore 64. Anyway, let's take a look at some of the versions. Well, picking things up is this is called Warren. Now, right off the bat, you'll see this is a very, very slick looking game. Graphically, it's up there with anything else that I've really seen on the Amiga. Including full price games. And as I'm about to demonstrate, it is balls hard as well. And it's a beautiful looking game. Obviously takes its inspiration from R-Type, all these kind of horizontal shooters. Sound is great. Graphics are great. Like I say, difficulty. It's up there with one of the more difficult shoot 'em ups. And game over. It's just a very very fast game. Oh, I don't know what that glitch was. But yeah, for a budget game, it's a really really impressive bit of software. I don't expect to get particularly far in this. It's just so fast. It's interesting when you think back to early 8-bit budget games. They were fucking awful. They really were. BMX Rider, Bionic Granny. God, they were awful. And then you're getting budget titles like this. But it's just, I think if I was going to fault the game, I would just say it's too difficult. At least this version is. So if memory serves me right, I think the C64 one is just as difficult. Yeah, it absolutely takes no prisoners. Well, let's try and get past this bit if we can. If you could slow the game down a wee bit, it would make it slightly easier. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Oof. How did I manage to get past that? We shall never know. Interesting to know how much money companies must have made from budget games. I mean, I'm sure more people would buy them. Thing is, people would say it stops piracy. If you had the chance to get a game for free, you would still take it. But it'd be a shame if these guys didn't make money. That was the Amiga one. This is Atari ST one. Right, similar visuals. Maybe not quite as colourful, but Well, that's to be expected. Obviously, the ST did have a slightly less colour palette than the Amiga. If I'm going to be hypercritical, there's the scrolling is not quite as silky smooth, which again I think Amiga had hardware scrolling. It was a bit more difficult for the ST to have that, though it is, in the right hands, you can absolutely do it. I mean, there's nothing bad at all about it. Still as balls hard as you can see. Is this possibly one of the most difficult shoot 'em ups ever? I think it might be. Now, if my mate Mark 20th Century Gaming is watching this, I issue a challenge to you, youngster. I would love to see you attempt to complete this game because Mark is quite the player. He's an old bloke like myself, but he's quite a ninja when it comes to actually game playing. So that's a challenge, Mark. Let me see you play this game and complete it. It's so fast. Everything's so fast. You don't have any time to react. I mean, you've really got to take out these little remote things because if you don't, they're going to get you. And then because you're trying to get close to them and shoot them, they get you anyway. Yeah, it's unfeasibly difficult. We've got one down. Oh, got past that one. Oh, we're on fire now, folks. Eesh. Now, I don't think, and I wouldn't know because I've not got to the next level, I don't believe that this was a multi-load. I might be wrong. You would expect sort of a game like this with the graphics it's got, if it's going to have different graphics, different levels, it's going to be a multi-load. Yeah, it's a really, really difficult game. I think the fact that these little remote pods take such a battering, that doesn't help. Right, that was the Atari ST one. This is the final version. This is the one I remember from back in the day. This is the Commodore 64 one. And I says this cost you the princely sum £1.99, which even back in, I don't know when it came out, 1985, 1986, something like that, was a bloody bargain. It might have been a bit later actually. I'll tell you, for an 8-bit machine, I mean, it's really thrown about. Now look at this, that is how to do scrolling, folks. Look at that, silky as. You could see it coming a million miles away. Yeah, yeah, great score. Come on, let's go. Gary, I didn't even catch his name there. Biastialo or something? Not familiar with anything else that he's done, but the one game that I've seen, it's bloody impressive. Just slightly too difficult. In fact, probably massively too difficult. Biazilo. Should help a wee bit. Yeah, there's no let. It's just constant bullets flying everywhere. Right, hold your breath, folks. Here we go, here we go. Yeah, it's his ball cards is the first two. Come on. Hey! If I'm not mistaken, I think there's some slightly different looking power-ups. There's some icons that you can pick up on this version that I didn't see in the other two. Right, that was the C64 one. Right, bloody hell. What can I say? I mean, this is not a review at all. It's a fantastic shooter. It's really difficult. But for like £1.99 for the C64, and I don't know what it sold for on I don't know how much budget games were on the 16-bit, maybe a fiver or something like that. As far as what is the best version, there's not a lot to choose between the graphics on, the ST or the Amiga. The Amiga's got better scrolling, slightly better colours. Um, but you know what? Looking at the three there put together, the C64 one absolutely holds its own. And I think, given that, I think it did come out originally in the C64, there's just something nice about the C64 and the visuals look, I don't know, particularly, they look kind of glowy, very arcadey looking. I don't know, I think if I was going to play this, I would want to play it on the C64. But every version is really, really good. So anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you on the next video, and until next time, as always, thank you very much for watching.